If you're watching this right now and you bet college football, you need to stop what you're doing and you need to listen to the pod. This is Money Pot. This is the College Pod. Let's go. We don't. Welcome everybody back to another episode of College Bowl Season. I'm your guy. I'm your host. I am Moss Money, and I got my guy with me. They call him Daddy. What's up, boy?
What's up, baby? Here we go, man. It's bowl
Yeah,
season.
man. It's bowl season, man. I'll pull up the ticker down below. We got some bowl games down here. So we want to talk about bowl season and how do you bet bowl season? It's a problem that some of us come to find out, but you got that itch. You need to bet. You're looking at these numbers, you're looking at these teams, and you're trying to figure out how to do and navigate all this. And that's what we're going to come here to do. First, we're going to tell you how to navigate bowl season and what are our best ways of looking at it. And then two, we're going to give you a play of the day. Not many games going on right now. There's two games going on right now. I think UAB is up on Miami, Ohio. There's a 3 o'clock game for Troy, UTSA. I'm not sure if this recording or this pod will get out by that, but we're going to look at the games from Saturday all the way up to Thursday. So, just a quick headline right now that what I know about the games that I'm looking at. Right now, I know the Cincinnati Louisville game, 11 o'clock game tomorrow. Right now, Louisville is favored by -1.5. Strange dilemma, or I guess predicament, as they say, in this game. The head coach of Louisville is taking the job for Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then Dion Branch, that's right, NFL Dion Branch, MVP, Super Bowl MVP, is going to be the interim coach for Louisville. I don't think he's ever coached college football in his life. I don't know what the deal is with it, but and then I think there's an interim coach for Cincinnati, um, because that Cincinnati coach got fired. So you have two interim coaches, one who hasn't coached, and then the old coach of Louisville is going to Cincinnati. It's like, how the hell did we bet this game? Like, what are we looking at here? I believe all the players are playing. For what I know, nobody's come out and kind of said that they're not playing. But what I'm going to do is to protect myself. I'm going to put this game in one of my teasers. And my teaser is going to be a 3-team, 10-point teaser. And I'm going to tease this total up to get it to 49 and a half. And I'm going to take the under. It's already low at 39 and a half. And I agree with the total because you just don't know what you're going to get. And then not even that, I believe the starting quarterback for Cincinnati hasn't thrown a touchdown pass this year. I think he's a sophomore. I double checked that, but I think he's a sophomore who's stepping in for the starter. In the last two games, he has not thrown a touchdown pass yet. So I don't expect a lot of scoring. One, you have two novice coaches, one who hasn't even coached at the college level, and then you have a quarterback who's a sophomore who hasn't thrown a touchdown pass yet in the two games that he's played. So I'm gonna tease this one up. Give me teased up to 49 and a half. I don't expect a lot of scoring in this game.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of games, unfortunately, as we get into the bowl season. Like we spoke about offline, is it's just a lot of changes that's happening. Everybody getting ready for next year. A lot of the players also opting out to play in the bowl games because of their future in the NFL possibles.
Yes, sir.
So and all of these changes are happening to the last minute. So sometimes we don't know if they're going to play until sometimes the day of or the night of. So just be careful when you're betting the bowl games. If you're wondering why the lines look so fishy, is because a lot of the times a lot of the players aren't playing, and it'd be major key players. Obviously, those guys that have NFL potential, which means they've been an impact player on that team. So quarterbacks, starting running backs, starting receivers. Um, so just be mindful of that. I like your play. That's a game I'm not on. I like the teaser opportunity here, um, and just kind of getting with it. I'm going to add a teaser too. Um, I'm looking closely at this game on Saturday, which is
Okay.
this Florida Oregon State game. Caveat here is no Emory Jones. I don't believe it's if it's not an Emory James. I'm sorry. Richardson. He's not going to be
Yeah,
playing
the
this year.
quarterback. Yep.
Um, Speaking of Emory Jones, who's back in the transfer portal again. Uh, but I'm looking at that. I'm saying, you know what? Oregon State hasn't played in almost a month.
Mm,
I think they're biting at the bit here to play. They had a big win against Oregon,
yep.
destroyed Oregon's opportunity to get in the playoffs. I think they'll bounce back. So I like Oregon State here in a teaser to get them to a pick here.
Yep.
I think this game should
Definitely
be
agree.
close. So I think you can go either way. I think you can go Florida to 20, or you can go Oregon State to 0 to a pick. So my best bet is think Oregon State will win this game.
Hmm.
It's going to be in Las Vegas. No weather's going to be in tune to this game. Going to be on turf. Give me Oregon State ready to play today. Play on Saturday to a pick. We're going to add Fresno State to that. I think Washington
Hmm.
State is losing and lost a lot of players. Some players are opting out to play. Some injuries. Fresno should be fully healthy. Um, no issues as to the quarterback who's looking to make that next step into his career in the NFL. So I like Fresno State here. We're going to get that to +7 or 6.5. And then the last play we're going to do is going to go Boise State over North Texas, which is also on that Saturday late
Yeah.
game
Night
in
game.
New, in a Fresco Bowl. I like Boise State here. To get them to a pick two. Just overall, the front line here, their offense line, defensive line should be able to dominate this game, control the clock. I like Boise here coming out with the victory. So those are my plays here going into this week. Hopefully the games gets a little more situated as we get to the playoff games. Some of these bigger bowl games, we'll be able to get a little bit more leeway and prediction of how things are leaning. But as of far, that's my one play.
Yeah, and I'm following actually not too far behind you. I like I said, I'm also taking Oregon State in the second leg of my teaser. So I have that total up to 49 and a half. And then I'm taking Oregon State. I think they want to finish their season off, like you said, on the right foot, biting to get back out here and finish the season off. We already know about Florida and their quarterback situation. He is opting out to look to greener pastures as he gets ready for the NFL. And then with the backup coming in, you just don't know what you're going to get from that. But it's obviously not going to be to the play of who the starter was. Um, as I think he's looking to be a first round pick, right? I don't know
Who?
if he the was it what's his name? Is it Richardson?
And
What's his
Richardson? Yeah.
yeah, right,
I don't know what
Richardson.
I don't know what grade he's going to get. I didn't look at the mock draft yet.
Yeah,
But he's making a
he's making
financial decision.
yeah, absolutely.
You can't, a lot, and I understand it. The
Yeah.
game has changed now. Um, these kids have the opportunity to
Hmm.
uh, make a lot of money in a short period of time. Some will make it, some won't. But at the end of the day, this is their opportunity, and the worst thing you can see is a player get hurt into a meaningless game, especially a bowl game. I understand it. Um, it's not like the old days where you played with pride, you played for your team. It's not. It's just not like that.
It's a business, baby.
Yeah, it's a business, and I think
It
these
is.
younger kids are understanding it. We were trained when we played. It wasn't about self. It was about team. It was about for the program. But we
Mhm.
also learned in these days that sometimes the program ain't best for you. And I think that's where we started getting a little more educated as younger people. That hey, you got to think about yourself, because these guys, you get hurt, your opportunity will be gone just like that. So hey,
Yeah.
salute to these guys that have those opportunities. Some guys need this game.
Yeah, no, some guys do need this game. And we always talk about would you play or would you not play. But like you said, it's kind of on the situation. So I don't mind it, but I from what I know, everybody from Oregon State's playing.
Yep.
And they're the 14th ranked team in the nation. And I think they, even with um Richardson on the field, I still think Oregon State wins this game, and they'd probably be favored by, maybe even close to a touchdown, even with him. So without him, that's the second leg of my teaser. And then I'm actually going to go head to head here with you with that Fresno State line. I'm actually going to take Washington State on the other side, tease them up, get them past 2 touchdowns. Fresno State Mountain West Conference. They just blew through everybody in that conference. I think the only loss they had was the Boise State, and then they got them right back at the end there to win. But Washington State's had a tough go. in terms of their schedule. I was looking at their schedule, and just to get a feel, they played Wisconsin at Wisconsin, got a win. They barely lost to Oregon. They played USC tough for a little bit there. They played Oregon State tough. Well, no, they actually just lost to Oregon State, and then but they actually played Utah State. I mean, Utah tough there, as well. Got a win in Stanford, Arizona. So when the competition has gotten high for Washington State, they struggle. But when the competition was, I think, at their level or less, they got to win. And that's why I see where Fresno State is against this Washington State team. We're talking about Pac-12 versus Mountain West, so I think there's a little bit difference uh, in terms of competition. And I'm getting the team who had the tougher slate with 2 touchdowns. I'll take that bet. I think they stay and hang tough in this game. Fresno State might win, but if they win by, like, I think where the line is a field goal, at most a touchdown, maybe even 10 points. But I think Washington State stays in this game. Give me Washington State plus 14.
All right. I mean, I think either way, I think it'll keep
Yeah,
it
I
close.
mean we've done it before,
Yeah. Once
right?
again, I think they're expecting some players to be out for Washington State, so that's kind of where I know Fresno will be 100%,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
at least 100% people that matter. If
Hmm.
anything is going to be missing from Fresno State, it won't be by choice; it'll be because of injury. Where Washington State has some different players that may be opting out. So that's the only
Yeah.
thing. I think you can go either way. I think 2 touchdown score or pick can go. I think yours is a safe way too. So
Yep. So there it is, y'all. There's some other games going on for next week. There's Marshall, UConn. I was looking at Western Kentucky, South Alabama, Baylor, Air Force on Thursday. But like B Diddy was saying, we don't know just yet who's opting in, who's opting out. We're going with what information we have, and that's why I'm picking some of the earlier games, instead of some of those late games, just because I have a feel that we have the information that we need right now, to make these plays and make these picks. So one more time, my play for bowl season for this week is going to be the under, teasing up a three team 10-point teaser. We're teasing up the under uh, from Cincinnati and Louisville. We're teasing that up to 49 and taking the under 49 and a half. Me and B Diddy are both on Oregon State for the pick. I am on Washington State at plus 14. B Diddy is on Fresno State at plus 6. And then B Diddy on the last leg of his teaser will be Boise State to get the win. So those are the best bets for the college pod. If you haven't followed, if you haven't subscribed, if you're a new watcher, new listener, and you like what you like we talk about, you like how we're giving out free picks, you like how we're winning people money, because I'm telling you right now, me and this man over here have never met a person who's taken our picks and hasn't won money. I've never met a person like, yo, I ain't never win with you, bro. Like I've never met a person who didn't
I
win.
don't know.
You know what I mean? And
Preach.
this is what we do, bro. So this is Moss Money. This is B Diddy. This is the College Pod. Make sure y'all tune in for NFL Sunday coming up later today. We are out.